I also like salmon, and I think that would be something that most people would think is healthy. I like it because it's high in the omega-3 fatty acids, which I'm very, very I think it's very, very important to get enough omega-3 fatty acids. I also supplement with them because there's a lot of research out there, but the superfood would be the salmon because it is a fatty source of fish that is high in omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, which are found in marine sources, not plant sources of omega-3.
I found it really interesting when I was looking at omega-3 that it has an impact on mental health and depression and things like that.
Yeah, it does. It resolves inflammation. It's sort of an anti-inflammatory, and inflammation plays a role in depression, a big role. In fact, we know that people that are injected with inflammatory molecules, like something that's made in our gut from the bacteria in our gut called lipopolysaccharide, if you inject them with that, or a placebo control, which is saline, it causes depression. But if you give them an omega-3 fatty acid supplement, EPA, it blunts the depressive symptoms. In other words, if you're causing the inflammation by injecting something that causes inflammation in people, it causes depression. But if you give those same people something that blunts that inflammation, omega-3 fatty acids, it doesn't cause the depression, which is kind of amazing. And there's a ton of other evidence out there. But omega-3 fatty acids they're so important. And what's interesting was there's a study out of Harvard that identified the marine source. So I talked about salmon, EPA, DHA, and then there's the plant source, ALA. And I say marine source because those are the important ones that you really want.
From the ocean?
From fish, seafood. So this Harvard study identified not eating enough seafood as one of the top 6 preventable causes of death, up there with not having hypertension, not smoking. So essentially, not getting enough omega-3 from seafood was so important for preventing early death that it was comparable to people having high blood pressure, having cardiovascular disease, for example. And again, it's one of those things where people just don't think about what they're not eating, what they're not getting.